What it do, everyone? Guess who's back? The gang, the duel, the two you cannot stop. I hope y'all can hear me, man. I hope this is mic clear because last time my I sound so muffled.
What would we
So
call
I
this?
hope my mic clear right now.
What would we call it? Like, I don't want to say D Wade, uh,
What you talking about?
Scotty and Michael,
Scotty and Michael?
um,
I don't think we hit that status yet.
Magic Kareem, bro. You gotta aim high. You gotta set this bar high, bro, for yourself.
Uh,
Thinking, uh, I don't know, somewhere along those lines. But yeah, man, episode 7. It's been
Dude,
7 episodes already, bro. Jeez, time flies.
man, time flies, man. Dog, I can't wait till we get to episode 100 and we do like a 100 show special
Mhm.
where, we talk about the struggles of the beginning of our show.
Bro, we gonna look back at this stuff like, jeez, what were we
Yeah.
doing? What in the hell were we doing?
We're gonna actually be in the studio and all that other stuff. You'll be like, y'all are in the studio. Like, yeah. Forgot we
Yep,
could do stuff like that,
yep, yep.
huh?
All in all, this feels good again. I need to get some thoughts out. So here we are,
Yeah,
episode
man.
7. I'm feeling good about this today.
Well, this episode is very dear to me because this is something that I've been thinking about um for a very long time. Man, growing up and unfortunately growing up black,
Don't say
uh,
unfortunately. Don't say unfortunately. It's a blessing.
it's a
It's a blessing.
blessing. It's a blessing, but at the same time, man, it seems like it's a setup. And you would think you would try to find someone that you would try to find someone to blame and say like, okay, this is sabotage. You know what I mean? But honestly, it seems like someone has, set the stage, for this particular thing to happen with us. Well, what I'm talking about is like the 4 seasons of Black Men. All right. So here's the 4 seasons of Black Men, and is as follows: we got sports season, we got trend season, we got work season, and then we got old head season. And each season's, you know, gets more and more, far fetched or disrespectful. Some people stay in, one season a little bit too long. Some people just get stuck in one season, and then you might have 2 seasons. Like, maybe you get all you did was work, and then you become an old head, or sometimes you become the trend and you become the old head, or sometimes you don't even become the old head. You just become you become the trend and the athlete. I mean, no matter what, there's these 4 seasons with Black Men, and I want to go over all 4 of them. And I think this is an exciting topic. So I want to start out with sports season. I
Well,
wish
first
I
things
had
first. Can I interrupt for this for a
yes.
quick second? Um, I think this is something I saw it online. This is something that bears good, uh, no, not good fruit, but something that will be very near and dear to people's heart. But I would say that first things first. Prayers to people who are dealing with the Iran strikes in Israel right now. Iran chose to launch off missiles at Israel today. Just kind of seeing it on the news and seeing it online and stuff like that. With with things of that notion. I'm watching a documentary series, a docu series, on World War II on Netflix, and it shows how gruesome war is. This
Mm,
is something that I watch with my wife, um, and just understanding how war should be the last resort uh, of of resolving a conflict, and just understanding what people are dealing with. I think in the Middle East, Israel, and all that stuff. So I would say, hopefully, because I know there's going to be casualties, unfortunately, but I think this is kind of my eye opener for me, just to realize that we're in dire times, and just understanding just the whole magnitude of the grand scheme of things, and just understanding that uh, God is near,
Yeah.
and just realizing that, hey, like, something's coming. So I think God just laid that on my heart to say. It's kind of eye opener for me. So just want to say that very soberly and very um, just thought out. I'm struggling to say it because this is a big thing in the world right now. So um, just praying for people out there right now. So yeah.
Oh man, no, dude, that's crazy. Um, you know what? And I would not know anything about that. I tell you, today has been a crazy early day for me. Uh, so I didn't know that was going on. So yeah, we want to go ahead and extend our hearts and prayers to those people. Also, man, not capping, but you know what I'm saying. I think this is also important too, man. We lost OJ the Juice Man, and not the one that you think, but the actual one to this week, man. And he was an icon. I don't know a lot of people that loved him, but I was very entertained. Um, Not only that, he's also a life, and he does deserve respect for his life as well. So it's not like he killed anybody.
Uh, I don't want to touch on that, but hey, go ahead.
I mean, it ain't like he stole. It's not
Well,
like he robbed.
eh,
I mean, he was a man. He was a man. But
very
no,
conflicted,
but for
man.
real though, despite everything this person did, he still accomplished a lot, and he's still done great things. So, shout out to that man. Rest in peace, my brother.
Sir,
All right, Spoon. I know that you're using your feelings and your light skin man
shut
starting
up,
to come out.
bro.
I know, I know. Drake has got every man in their feelings right now because you know, Kendrick Lamar and all that. I understand. I know your feelings are. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be the big two. Watch him. Yeah. It's not going to be just big me. It's going to be big us, guy. Promise you.
You stupid dog.
I mean, I have to make it fun because I told you we're gonna make this is gonna be a fun episode. I'm sorry that a lot of stuff has happened in the world. We are here to help and cope. Sometimes you need coping, and sometimes you just need a little laughter in life.
Thanks.
I know that it says in Ecclesiastes 7, it says that do not uphold laughter, but by sadness of face, the heart will be made glad. I understand that. I lived that scripture. That's my favorite piece of scripture. So it sticks with me. I understand. But today we are laughing and we're going to joke. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into season one. And season one is your boy season, or well, not your boy season, your sports season. This season is prominent to a lot of black people. If you look at a lot of black boys, this would be like a lot of black boys are loving the season because this season, your body is developing. Start to realize you're a little bit faster now, and you're a little bit stronger, and
All
you
right.
want
So
to test
first
that
things
against
first.
people.
What age would we say that would start at exactly?
Oh, usually around 10.
I think it
Let's
starts
say
earlier than that.
10 to like 17. Let's go to 10 to 17. Your
My
sports
ar- my
season is 10 to
my
17.
my argument my argument is maybe me being an outlier, but I think I started sports. Really, I started t-ball when I was 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
And yeah, and then ever since then, I was always on like a sports rotation. I was playing baseball, football, a little
Mm.
bit of basketball, and then it never stopped. It was always a thing. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But all in
Did
all,
Bub start already?
no, he's only 3. So I'm thinking we're planning on starting him next year in some type of sport. We're
Okay.
looking at soccer.
You start soccer now. You start soccer at 2.
Really? I didn't know that.
Soccer starts at 2.
I did not know that, bro. That's
Yeah.
well. I guess I'm a mess up of a dad.
No, 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 no. That's cool.
You know.
I wouldn't say you're a mess up on the dad, but you said 4 was for you, right?
Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4 or 5. I can't
Well,
remember.
for me, it was 10 because I realized because I was early years, I was like chubby fat boy.
Hmm.
And like, oh, fat boy. And then
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
body changed drastically. Like it changed drastically. I was short and stubby, and then I became just short and skinny.
Yeah.
But my body started changing. It started losing weight and getting real skinny, and my legs started to look different.
Expanding, getting longer,
I
taller.
started getting longer.
Yeah, yeah.
Pause, but I started getting longer.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, no doubt. Uh, yeah, man, I started getting longer, and what happened? I started to run fast. I
Mhm.
was faster than most kids. So you start out with running faster than the kids in the neighborhood, and then you go from running faster than the kids in the neighborhood. You say, hey, let me test this out a little bit. That then what will happen is you play a certain sport. Like I played baseball. I tried it out. I was like, let me see if I'm better than some kids. You realize you can hit the ball a little bit stronger than a lot of kids because
Yep.
you deal with accuracy very well. You know what I mean? Oh shoot, my reaction time's cool. Like
Hmm.
I can accurately hit this ball. And then it goes from that to let me test it again.
Yeah.
You test it on basketball. And you realize you trash it. Well, I was trash at basketball. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, I wasn't, bro. I wasn't a hooper growing up.
I was not a hooper. I was not a
Yeah.
hooper. So like we can't. So I like, oh, okay. So you step back a little bit and evaluate. Okay, I'm good in this sport. Maybe let me try this sport. And football came around. Then he showed out. And then all of a sudden, that's when your dreams start to come around. Like, oh man, I'm better than everybody else. And then you realize girls love athletes.
Click chasers.
Yeah. And boy, oh boy. After that, you go to the sweet old high school, and now you are in the jerseys. Now it went from you wear your jersey every weekend, and like, or
I
you
thought it was like on
part
Friday
one,
before the game, wasn't it?
huh?
Wasn't it Friday before the game?
It was no for high school. It's Friday before the game.
Hmm.
Pop Warner, you wear it that Saturday, and you
Oh,
wear
okay.
the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah, okay.
entire.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah. Okay,
mean?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
I never got a chance to do that, so I never got a chance to do the Saturday joint because certain people were broke in our lives. Anyway, so yeah, man. So I didn't get a chance to do the Saturday joint, but man, when I tell you, like my first Friday, I wore that Friday before the no, like Friday before the game, that jersey, man. I was like, oh shoot, oh yeah, what's up? And I was extra light skinned that day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Extra light skinned.
And you talking about me?
Oh, hey man, I have to join on you, but like West Side was extra light skinned. I don't care what anybody say. I was a super light skinned boy.
You looking pretty light skinned right now, bro.
I'm not light skinned now. It's the light right now. I got the light set up
You,
directly over me. So yeah.
you sure about that?
Ah, shut.
It's okay, bro. If you want to come
I'm
to
a
the side,
darkie.
bro, it's okay, bro. It is okay. You can come to the side, bro. It's cool over here too.
I'll do that.
Either
I'll do
way,
that. I die or okay, okay. So I want your thoughts. Like, so with your with sports being one season, like I
Mhm.
want to know how does that how come we have a sports season? Why is it that we have a sports season? I want to know and your thoughts because I got my own thoughts about it, but I want to know your thoughts first.
I
Why do we
think
have a sports season?
I think, bro, it was naturally inclined in me. My dad being a track coach. My dad ran track with Bob Hayes in college at FAMU.
Shout out to
Um,
Bob Hayes.
yeah, man, rest in
Shout out
peace.
Dad.
Thomas Witherspoon Sr. Yeah, that's where I got all really my athletic genes from. And just knowing that it was just kind of instilled in me from the jump. Like how I said, like started playing t-ball at 4 or 5, so it was something I was always doing. In baseball, it was what interested me the most, and I kind of got the most gratification from it. And so I was always like a tournament or some type of little league game or
Mm,
something I wanted to play in. And I have so many stories behind playing baseball, man. It was some of the best time of my life. Um, but it was always just like that fire or that sense of passion that I have for the game. And once I started to get older, I think, once I started probably around like 15, 16, uh, playing against, older guys or just high school players and stuff like that, it discouraged me a little bit, but um the passion for the game was still there. So I think just we're all in that age of when we're younger, we have all that testosterone and just the
mm,
stuff that we have to get out naturally as men, young men, becoming attempting to become a man. We think that sports is something that naturally fulfills us, but it just really doesn't. But that's the only vehicle that you have at the time, or one of the few vehicles at the time that just gives you that urge uh, to naturally be yourself, being that aggressive, aggressive person, whether if it's baseball, basketball, football, golf, soccer, you name it. Just that passion. I knew that passion for me deep down was baseball. So
mm,
I think that's where it started for me. Just being that stuff being passed down in my family and just running that athletic gene. So I think just understanding looking back at myself being a younger man, I was, I won't say gifted in all sports, but baseball and football came the easiest to me.
mm.
So I guess maybe that was just something that I always just kind of just look forward to, whether it's just playing in the street or, playing organized ball.
Mm. Well, so I think where this stems from as far as sports. Or sports is just something that like I guess we're expected to do.
Yeah.
Because we were known to be very, because me and Black, known to be very athletic. Um, you know, different twitch muscle fibers and all that other stuff, like different, just different builds. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You you're known for these. You're known for doing these things. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why like when in every movie when the black kid comes. That means you about oh man, we better win, you know what I'm saying? And then
Facts.
you realize that black kid can't play ball. And I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like,
Especially like basketball and football, bro.
oh,
Especially.
basketball, football,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
when you step on the scene. Um, I want to say, I want to say this. I think sports season has ruined a lot of lives because it destroys the sense of like duty when you realize, okay, I'm not gonna go past a certain thing. You know what I mean? I know certain kids that have the like, oh, I'm not gonna go put past this or whatever, and then you got certain kids that, man, you know what? I was good here. Like they were quasi good enough. Like coach called him to do everything and anything. You were old reliable. You know what I mean? A lot of old reliable people get caught up in the sports lens. I was one of the old reliable people or whatever. I got caught up in the sports lens, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna go find a place to go play ball at." And you start wasting valuable years to actually grow and develop yourself.
Mhm.
And what wind up happening is that you're finding yourself in a dark place with sports. And now your sports season is over, and you don't know what to do. And there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
That leads into your work season.
Yep.
Work season, or well, let's say it leads into your work season. Now, some people might go into your work season, but I know a lot of people that go trendy or whatever. And trendy season is more so, I say, the people who realize, okay, I don't have sports, but I have me. You know what I mean? I can find a way to have people look at me. You know what I mean? And that usually comes around college, sometimes post high school, sometimes within the high school realm or whatever. You realize what you're good at. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
realize that, I might not be good at ball, but you know what I'm saying, I'm good at dressing up well, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
being dapper, or I'm good at, making rhymes in my books, so I'm gonna go ahead and be a rapper. I have a voice and I can sing really well. You know what I mean? And those are more trendy. Most people who fall in the trendy line, they tend to get instant gratification because let's be honest, people are obsessed with how you doing you. You know what I mean? Like, like people are like, yo, he's wearing the latest blah blah blah. Oh, he's wearing nothing but Gucci. She's wearing this. He's wearing that. You know what I mean? Like he's wearing nothing but like the greatest in fashion. Look at his kicks. Oh man, I want them
Yeah.
kicks. Or oh man, I can sing really well. Sometimes just be like, dang, I just look good. You know what I mean? Like your trend is always up because of you, because who you are, because you're the trendy person. But just like anything, trends fade and fall off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And trend season usually, I think trending season is usually the quickest season to go. What you think?
Um. Well, let me rewind just a little bit too. Like, I think um we have to realize there's a time and place for everything. And not to put down sports, but a lot of our young men, we do waste a lot of time, like you were saying, like, and it leads you into that dark place. Because you don't get that scholarship, or you
Oh
know
yeah,
you don't get that walk on position, or whatever school that you're seeking to go to, college, because usually that's the goal. People want to go pro in whatever sport, and then, you have to make a pit stop somewhere and all that stuff. So hey, I got to spend the next 3 or 4 years at whatever school, 5 years, whatever, however long it is. And you get kind of tied up and saying, dang, chasing, always chasing that dream. But we have to realize that the percentages are really extremely low,
oh yeah,
at becoming a professional athlete. So I just think a lot of our young black boys get too caught up into that's the only way out, being that they see the LeBron James and Steph Curry's, the Patrick Mahomes, or just whatever, but those guys are one of ones, and so we really have to understand that, hey, you can't get too caught up into that, because ultimately, like, just the percentages aren't on your side. I'm not saying not to believe in yourself, but to just to have a sense of, hey, like, willingness to close that chapter of your life if it
mm,
doesn't, if it doesn't succeed, doesn't, play out the way that you want it to.
mm,
Which leading into the trend season. I know for me, I think trends and the trend season and sports kind of blended into each other at the same timeline. Because I would say for me, I've always been a sneaker guy, right? I've always loved Jordans, Nikes, stuff like that. Footwear, streetwear, urban gear and stuff like that. So, uh, realizing, and now that I'm an older man, now understanding how much money I've spent into bought into this whole process of being trendy and want to have the latest fashion and Jordans and stuff, I blew a lot of money, a
A
lot of
lot of
money,
money. A
a
lot
lot
of
of
money.
money chasing that,
Mm-hmm.
always chasing that next big thing, like that next high. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it somewhat got towards somewhat of a drug in a sense because, even though still to this day, these are still things that I enjoy, but it's, I guess, putting things into perspective now. I'm not willing to go broke over a pair of Jordans. Say if I have 250 in my
Mm.
account and the Jordans cost 180 or 200, I'm not
Jordans
spent.
right now are in the 300s,
Yeah,
three
some
hundred to
pairs
four
are.
hundred
Yeah,
dollars, dude.
yeah. Resale market really is up to that
Oh, that
point.
resale market is
It's
crazy.
crazy. So, for me, I'm not willing to spend my last amount of money on, because I got to eat. I got a family to take care of. I have a wife, and a child. So understanding that, hey, Michael Jordan's already rich, Nike's already rich. Whoever
Mm-hmm.
that you're chasing, or the item, the one that's kind of holding it up like the golden calf, the idol, and you're
Mm.
bowing down at the altar of it, and you have to understand that, hey,
Yeah.
all things, too much of anything. Well, not let me say not let me not say that, but a lot of things, if you have too much of it, it can be, you can be holding it up as an idol. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to, for me, being that, being in, I wouldn't say I was in the streets, but thankfully God kept me away from that. But um, I think just understanding that fashion isn't always everything. And I wish I would have saved a lot of money and listened to people around me. But I feel like now that I have the sense of the cognizance of I realize how much my dollar, how much my money is worth to me and others or whatnot that depend on me. It's making me realize to think twice. Hey, do I need this? Especially when I already got a closet full of shoes as is. God's blessed me abundantly to have plenty, living here in America, being able to put on whatever outfit I want, I choose to. I can go to the store and, kind of putting this into a bigger perspective,
Mm-hmm.
uh, about the whole Israel situation. A lot of people may not have that over there or in whatever portion of the world, and we ultimately become sheltered and we just live in a bubble and thinking, like, well, hey, I
Yeah.
need these next pair of Jordans. Like, that doesn't
Yeah.
do anything for you. So I think for me, during that time frame of like, because I've been collecting sneakers since I was really 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so starting to collect, starting my starting just my passion for it. And
Mm-hmm.
I saw my older brother, or my older sister gave me a pair of Jordans back in the day, or
Mm-hmm.
just, my mom buying me a pair of shoes. Stuff like that. I just realized that, all in all, it's the purpose of it isn't, it's to have nice, decent footwear, but
Mm-hmm.
it's something I can't continuously just keep chasing in the long run.
You know, it's crazy. What and to our viewers, man, what something that y'all do not know about my friend here. He's very fashionista. He's always a well dressed person.
Meanwhile, my wife blessed me with some Gucci, like
Look at what this guy
slides,
has, man. Look at
bro. Like,
he
well,
is trend. I'm sorry, like we be at work
yeah,
and I be looking at his shoes sometimes. I'm like, bro, why are you wearing nice Jordans to work, bro? Like you tripping, bro.
bro,
I be in there like some busted up Adidas.
bro. People have to
My
understand
Adidas
this
be
about me,
my
though.
Adidas be going through it.
People have to understand this about me, though. Like, I will really give people anything off my back. Like, I don't care for materialistic stuff. Like, if you ask for it, just don't steal from me. Like, just don't forcefully take from me. Just ask.
Hmm.
And I've always been one to give. But it's just kind of, it's always been a thing, like, I don't care about this stuff because at the end of the day, I can't take this stuff with me. I don't, I'm blessed to have abundance of, certain stuff.
Hmm.
But I do realize, like, hey, like, my mind is focused on other things elsewhere, you know. Um, in the long run, like right now, like
Hmm.
my biggest goal for me and my wife to actually buy a home, you know, and we sat down, we made a plan for it, and actually, hey, this is how much we want to save a month, and
Mhm.
certain things like that. So that's why, even though I still like to go out, get fresh or whatnot, wear nice stuff, every now and then, but I know, hey, I got to put a limit on that or whatnot. And then whenever, whatever investments that I have or just certain things that I want to do, long term,
Right.
this it's kind of blending into the next stage. But long term, hey, like it's a time and place for everything. My mom always taught me that. Um,
Mhm.
and so just kind of going back to those basic principles of, hey, it's okay. Like those Jordans can wait, but
Mhm.
that next outfit from wherever, I don't care. It can wait. Like it doesn't matter. I got bigger fish to fry.
I think the best outfit, and I gotta talk to you. Best outfit I've ever rocked. It was senior year. Young Dro just dropped.
Ooh, that polo
Young Dro just
face,
dropped.
bro.
So so, and the song that just dropped was the
Shoulderling.
Tokyo Diamonds.
Rubber
Yeah,
band Banks.
Troy yo.
Yeah, he said,
That the outfit that he had in there, I was like, yo,
bro.
and he had a nice polo. And when he dropped, I was like, yo, I gotta rock what this guy's rocking. Because the thing is, what was good for Dro wasn't like really good for me because they already thought I was a preppy guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like, so it just seemed like I was just following preps or whatever. But
yeah,
Dro made that thing look so good, bro. So I went and
bro.
got me some pink, some pink and green. I doubled up
Boy, looking like an
doubled up the
AKA.
collars, bruh. I had the pink shorts or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I had found me some J's with like the pink and green accents in it, man. It was the strawberry chocolate chip mint uh fours, bruh. I thought I was doing something crazy, boy.
Bro.
Boy, your boy thought everything was crazy, boy. Dog, I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'm sitting here, mm, and then I had it was fake. Of course it was fake, but it was like the chain that looked like it was, like it would look like the dog tag chain or whatever.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
remember
boy,
them joints. Yeah,
dog, freshest fit I ever
couldn't tell
had,
you nothing,
dog.
bro. Couldn't tell you nothing,
Man, freshest fit I ever had, bro.
bro.
Outside my Dickie outfit that I wore, outside my Dickie outfit I wore first day of school my junior year. It was my snowman Dickie outfit.
Oh my gosh, not
Snowman.
not the band of Snowman tees.
Oh, bro, what?
Not
No,
the
I had the
Snowman
tall
tees,
tee.
bro.
The
What were you
tall
thinking
tee
with
was
those
on the
gas,
facts.
bro? What were you thinking with those gas station tall tees, bro? And people, bro, this is how country people were. People will get the biggest size, dog. Like, bro, you are an extra large, a large or extra large. You
Bro,
getting
when you
double
got
X,
here,
bro. Oh my,
I had got me a, I got me an 8X, dog. I had
bro.
got
Did
me an AXL,
how
bro. I was sitting there.
doing the snap? Oh, the snap you do, bro.
Bro,
Wow,
I'm just
wild, wild times, bro.
dog. I
Wild.
mean, trash every day. Every day was. I mean, now it's starting to come back. I'm starting to see kids wear a lot of baggy clothes now,
Bro.
but it's not like the baggy that we wore.
It's
Like
like
we
homeless
sagged our
baggy.
baggy. They kind of kept the baggy on the waist, so it kind of stacks up.
It's like homeless baggy, like how Kanye looks like he's or what's the boy name? J. Cole. Oh man, my bad. J Fold. Um um
J. Cole is bumming. He's not. He's
yes,
not
bro.
baggy.
Like like
His clothes are bummy.
like the locks or whatnot, just all over the place, free formed or just whatever. And then
Oh,
the way that he dresses with the sweatpants and the big clothes, and it just looks like, bro, like did you
PSA
just roll
announcement. I
out
just
of
want to let
bed?
everybody know something. I would never rock freedom forms. I think it was one of the ugliest things that could ever happen to black people. I think those are the ugliest. I'm talking about the ugliest Jones ever, dog. Real talk. Those things are so ugly. I do not like them. I do not like them. I don't know why we rock them like we do, but I do not like it. I do not like it. I refuse. Like I said, I absolutely refuse to. I absolutely refuse. Oh, shoot, I'm kind of curved, but I absolutely refuse to like rock those things. I think those things are ugly. Like I like the thin dreads. Thin dreads, cool all day. But those ugly dookie, no. That's a trend that I'm not part of. I'm not going to be part of. I refuse to follow.
Well, I think it's something that comes from like what the islands or people in Africa too. So like, I don't know.
No, so the history of that dread does not even come from like island or anything. So the history of that dread actually comes from Africa, from the not Shinobi, but the it's like an East African tribe that
Mm.
rocked it, and they didn't rock it because there were crowns. They just rocked it. It was no symbolism behind it. It was just stupid hair. Some of them just like, yo,
You just
I
let
didn't
it
want to
grow.
cut my hair. Huh?
You just let it grow.
They just let it grow.
I
They
gotta
just
do
let it
some
grow.
history. I gotta do some research on that dog. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with it. I always had a cut, so you know.
Well, see the thing is, you got the perfect head for haircuts. That's why like your head, you don't have the fat back. You know what I mean? You got
I
the
got a little
perfect.
roll back here though.
Yeah, but you don't got like, you know what I mean? But
It
you
ain't
got the perfect like head part right here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It doesn't point. There's no wrinkles at the top, you know what I mean?
true,
All you
true.
gotta do is, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. And then you got the beard thing going. Me, I have to grow my hair out. I don't like my hair low. And if my
Oh
hair is
yeah, I've never
low,
seen you with a low
like I
boy.
have to have like the curly top. I can't do regular stuff like everybody else. I would love to rock the ball sometime, but I can't rock the ball. I can't. Sorry. I don't have the head for it. I'm not gonna sit here and get roasted by everybody and mama because my head looks weird. You know what I mean?
I will
Oh,
fire
look at
you
this
up, bro.
weird dude in his head. I'm like, bro, come on, dog.
I will fire. I will be one of those people to fire you up, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I already know. I already
Yeah,
know.
I gotta
I
roast
already
you.
know. Spoon be in that back, boy.
Boy, what the? What he say? What the hell?
What the heck, bro? Spoon be back there like this.
Oh,
Hey, West, West Side, West Side, West Side, West Side.
oh man,
Yeah,
like
boy.
bro, like hey,
I'm about to flame that up,
like boy, you know what time it is, boy.
man. Boy, you about to get these. You about to catch a clip. Oh man,
Yeah, man, trends, dog. Trends is crazy, bro.
trends is crazy.
It's a photo that I have on Facebook, and this is how stupid it was, being that you talked about the whole Young Dro thing, right? Out the polo phase and all that stuff,
Uh,
bro. It was I remember we went to me and my dogs. We went to a party in Daytona, and it was like an outdoor party. But this is how stupid it looked. I had a polo sweater with a shirt underneath it with the collar hanging out, right? It was red and it was like a multicolored shirt. I
mm,
had the light colored jeans and the polo boots. It was hot as all get out there. I had the polo belt. I had the polo socks. I had the
mm.
polo pant, bro. Everything boxers, everything had to be polo. And I just go back and I look at that stuff like, bro, how stupid was I? It was a waste of money. First things first,
That man
waste
said I
of
had
money. I
red
like,
tag,
bro.
boy.
Bro, it was so much. I'm just like, how gaudy do I need to be, to have polo everything? And then on top of that, it's like I gotta be seen, I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
I gotta be seen. So oh boy, I'm dead
the
fresh today,
stepper
boy.
is
And like, you
real.
know what I'm saying? Like this is it.
The
And I just go
stepper is
back and
real, dude.
when I look at that picture, it was a very confused young man, and I'm just like, and I just shake my head. But I'm glad bruh,
Like, man, you wasted so much money.
bruh, just
Ugh.
lost, bro. Just lost. This is doing stupid stuff. And I just go back and I shake my head. I'm like, but I am glad that I went through that and to understand that I have that phase out of my system. If I go out and do whatever, hang out, go to dinner with my wife or whatever, I'm not saying I don't want to look nice, but it don't have to be, to the point where, hey, boy, I got this whole Gucci fit or whatnot. Like, yeah, I like to put it on sometimes, for my birthday, small and lean into it a little bit. But all in all, like, I'm just an average dude, wearing a
Average dude that
t-shirt,
can dress well. Shut
bro.
up.
When you
You're an
saw me,
average dude that dresses well. I don't want to hear that mess.
but well, when you saw me when at the pool hall, I had a sweater on, I had some jeans on, I had some Jordans. You was like, "Oh, bro, bro, you clean, bro." I'm like, "Bro, it's a sweater."
You were. I'm sorry, but you were clean. You were clean. I'm sorry. No,
I,
matter of fact, there was this one night. There was this one night. This was before you and the missus was married. When y'all went out to y'all went out to Taco Tuesday, and I went out at the same time. I met up with some friends from work or whatever,
Mhm.
and y'all were out there as well. And you were the best dressed person out there too. I'm like, yo, what? Like, dude, how do you keep up? How do you keep up with Spoon, bro? Because
But
you don't.
during that time, I was faking the funk, bro. I barely probably didn't have any money in my account. So, or if I did have money, it was that financial aid money, and it's like, bro, the financial aid check only take you so far, So I don't know. I can't remember that, bro. That was so long ago.
That was long ago, but I still remember some of the outfits that you always rocked a nice outfit. Anytime I saw you out and about, you always rocked a nice outfit, and I'm just like, this guy can dress. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can join the group because if all right, guys, I'm simple. I'm simple. I blue jeans, blue jeans, maybe a nice regular t-shirt, probably a crew neck or something. Um, 9 times out of 10, I rock a graphic tee. You know what I mean? Uh, what else? What else? I don't. My shoe game is basic. I mean, there'll be a time where I might rock some forces. Um, but most of the time, I'm rocking my Pumas or I'm rocking my Adidas or whatever. You know what I mean?
West side, I'm
Like
gonna buy you
I'm
some
not
J's, bro.
dressed to impress a lot of the times. You know what I mean? I am a regular simple dude when it comes out of clothes. Actually, I don't even know half my fits go together half the time. I just put on clothes. I just like, yo, clothes, put it on. Usually I'm wearing my work clothes, and my work clothes is very simple. It's all black usually, like or security shirt. Like, you know what I mean? It's a simple attire, you know what I mean? And you can wear it across the board however you want to. You can still wear it, wear it, rock it. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Speaking of work,
um, my gift. Well, hold on. Look, my gift to you. I am promising you on our show that I will buy you some Jordans. Just send me your address or whatnot. It may not be in the next week or so. Whenever I get to it, I will send you a pair of J's, bro. On me.
all
I will get you.
right,
We
all
will.
right,
We
cool,
will
cool.
get
I'll take it.
you. We will get you lace and a pair of J's. Hey man.
A
This
pair of
because
J's.
hey man, I don't like the gatekeep. I always want people to share some of the stuff that not say necessarily that I like, but hey man, if you like it or
Uh-huh.
whatnot or whatever, I'm gonna gift it to you, bro. This is my gift to you, bro. So hey, I'm gonna do that for
Man, you know what? You know what's funny? Man, I thought about this and got and to the spoon tribe to the to spoon tribe. We're still trying to figure out a name for y'all. When so me and Teaspoon have talked about this when the NCAA football game
you.
drops.
Oh yeah.
We're probably gonna do a lot of lives from the from the game and a lot of lives of us talking trash to each other. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of lives, guys. Twitch is gonna be crazy. So be aware because it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. Gaming channel, our gaming It's gonna
It's
go
go
down, but
crazy.
y'all understand, man. And within our gaming, if y'all can catch us talking trash to one another, we will give away stuff. I will give away stuff. I will find something to give away. But I can't wait for that. That's gonna be something that's gonna be very special to this channel. Anyway, uh and I will be taking days off from work when that game drop. I'm taking at least 3 4 days off.
I
I
think that's
gotta
a
build my team.
I think that's universally understood at this point. For every guy that was probably around 30, maybe late or early 40s, late 20s, maybe
Yeah.
20 25. I
Oh,
think yeah, bro. People gonna go crazy over that NCAA.
we're. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I will create FAMU. Oh,
No, I'm just I am just waiting. I am waiting for when they drop that expansion pack. And bro,
and if FAMU's on that, I'm telling you, they
I
can't because
cannot.
I already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna drop Jackson State only because of Prime, right? But you
Facts.
cannot have Jackson State without FAMU.
The only team to win the Celebration Bowl in the SWAC since I think what Grambling, I believe.
Hmm. Not only that, the only Black national championship team in the only Black national championship team led by a
HBCU
Black
baby.
coach. Just saying,
Hey,
Gaither,
Willie
let's go,
Simmons,
baby.
I still love you, dog. I still love you, bro. Hey, do your thing and do.
Amen, amen, amen. All right, so let's go into our work season real quick, and
Yep.
because we got to tap these two things before we go. So work season is as follows: you get your job, you work. Sometimes it's career. Shit, JSU, come on, for
Yeah,
real,
my mama's
mom, JSU, come on, mama.
a Jackson State alum. Hey, I will say this though. My mom has always been proud of her alma mater. She loves it. I don't know why, but hey, she probably says the same thing about being FAMU. But what I will say is I never wore navy and white, you know, intentionally to a football game of Jackson State.
Oh yeah,
Uh, so which is a good thing. But all in all, Jackson State did keep the food on the table or whatnot by allowing her to earn her degree there. So
hey,
it's okay.
shout out to mama.
Hey, so hey, Mom Duke, she came through with the Jackson State. She love it, man. So yeah, it's,
So I wear that blue and white.
what they say? I'm so glad. I don't know, bro. All these HBCUs got these old Saint
Oh
Negro
man,
spirituals, bro.
HB, bro, low key HBCUs are very coldish.
Bro,
You, a low key biggest Colts in the world.
bro.
All right, I have to get to this part right here.
All right, my bad, my bad.
So so our work lives. Usually our work life goes into our careers. Um, maybe just a job that we're just doing. Work life is very much a thing. Hey guys, I'm gonna switch mics real quick. I hope y'all can hear me. I got to switch mics for a second. My mic is going out. Um, Still good?
Yep,
All
I'm
right.
with you.
So I'm not gonna be as clear. So hopefully this part is a little bit better. All right. So work in itself is different. Your work life it either changes you or it changes you for the better or for the worse. Because sometimes work life could be very stressful. You get into a dead end job.
Mm.
Sometimes you get the career that you always want with they give you the time to yourself. And if you live in the time that we're in, work is really, really, really hard right now
Yep.
because you're working to actually just keep up with bills. So I want to get your take on that. Like, why is the work season where is that now? Because work season used to be like more responsibility. Now work season is just like, yo, I gotta do this to just survive.
Well, I think it's a multitude of issues socially as a country. Um, Understanding. Let's take the whole college phenomenon, right? People go to college a lot of the times just to party, have illicit sex, do all types of crazy stuff, drugs, meet new people, right? That wasn't really the meaning of college ultimately. But now it's come a breeding ground for that, and people
Hmm.
getting degrees really in just useless stuff. Like you're getting a
Hmm.
gender studies degree, bro. You're not gonna make any money with that. You're
You get a
not gonna
gender
make
studies degree and you
right.
do
You're
nothing with
wasting
it.
4 or 5 years of your life. So
And that
understand.
and that degree would be the most expensive degree too.
Right, bro. It's like, oh, I gotta go get a master's degree. I gotta become a doctor, doctor and in this subject. And after a while you see yourself in $150,000 in the hole. So
Hmm.
understanding, I'm not saying that college is all bad. I am an advocate of people going to college, but only for the right things. But all in all, we have to understand that uh, just for me that, hey, find you a job that's gonna satisfy you, first of all, financially, in whatever you have going on, and then two, at least if you be halfway happy doing it. For me, instructional design is something I never thought I'd get myself into, but now that I'm actually seeing the fruits of my labor, going to different parts of the country, seeing different meet and do people. The military life is a completely different sense of a completely different world as a whole. So, in in having many of mentors at my job, and realizing like, hey, this is something that I can probably see myself doing long term. Now I'm kind of understanding like, all right, well, this is actually pretty cool, so. But people don't realize, like, we don't focus on career early enough. Our school system oftentimes is say, hey, like, we're just going to churn you out and make you an employee. You go work at whatever job, and then you're not happy doing it. So I think it has to be a middle ground of something that both that's going to give you some sense of gratification, and not waste money. So that's the main kicker for me, because I think whenever my son gets to that point, me and my wife sit down, we start saving for his college or just future and just in general, whatever he wants to do with it. And hopefully, if he does choose to go to college or whatever he wants to do, hopefully it'll be some sense of some sort of employment that you can get to, you can climb that ladder and start providing more for your family. And for me, I start to take on more responsibility now that I start getting paid more. So it feels good to be able to provide.
Mhm. I think me so I'm not really much of an advocate for college. Only because when I went to college, my thought pattern was sports or bus, and I college just wasn't the way for me. So if I did want to save for my child's education, I wouldn't necessarily save for his education. I would save money for him, so he or her, so if he decides that he has an idea for hey, I want to start a business, or dad, I want to go into trade school, dad, I want to learn how to do this, dad, I want to discover things across seas. We have that money available
Yeah.
for him or her to do so. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my baby girl's not going across seas by herself. I tell you
No.
that. No, baby girl's not going across seas. I go with her. My son, more so like, all right, son, go be a man.
Hmm.
Go get
It's
your
a
wife.
it's a
You know
sense
what I
of,
mean?
hey, go conquer something. Like, hey,
Yeah, go
yo, man.
conquer something.
Yeah.
Here's here. You'll give him like 10 grand. Like, hey, look, I've been saving this. Hey, go conquer something.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Come back home if you need to. You're always welcome back home, but go conquer something.
Yep.
I think we invest in education. We think we invest in the wrong education sometimes. I think because we imagine our kids to be suits, and we imagine our kids to be, in offices, and or are, doctors, but that goes back to your sports season. That goes
Yep.
back to your trend season. Like, you go sports and trendy. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, my kid can sing, so he's gonna be a famous singer. My kid can play ball. He's gonna be the next LeBron James, or he's gonna be the next Kobe. He's gonna be the next Jordan. You know what I mean? Or the next Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like, you don't you think so near. I think would it be
Yeah.
nearsighted
Uh,
or would it be
glasses.
farsighted?
Glasses. If you're farsighted, is you can't see short up close. So it's opposite.
So
Short,
yeah,
or just say short sighted. Just say short sighted.
yeah. So short sighted. So yeah.
Hmm.
So you're very nearsighted with your thinking.
Hmm.
Your thinking pattern is like, yo, I want my baby to do such and such now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Instead of thinking about, like, okay, what does he have a propensity to? Like what is what is his proclivities now? Um oh, excuse me. What is his proclivities now? Like, so what is it that he is into now versus what he could be into later. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I see that my kid is is into like building stuff, you know what I mean? Like, he's very much into, building, drawing, anything of the sort. I want to kind of guide him in that direction. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
okay, how can you maximize this? Okay, he can be an architect. He could be a construction worker. He could be interior design, anything in that field. You push them towards the field of that choice versus, what I'm saying, oh, my son, he likes to play with animals. He's very fascinated with bugs. He's very fascinated with snakes. He's not scared to pick up stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff don't scare him as much. Okay, let's push him towards a field of some discovery, archaeology, all that. Like, there are things that you can bring your kids to that. And you know what's funny? I was talking to my buddy today, John. I was like, John, man, it seems like, we get pushed to two things when we're young, black kids. Two things. If you're more so if you're a boy, black boys, you get pushed to two things. One thing, sports. The other thing's entertainment.
Yep.
It seems like you get pushed to those two things when you're young, because you can either be funny, you got a lot of charisma. I'm sorry, you got a lot of charisma. You know what I mean? Now you're a charismatic man. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot of this, or you're really good at being an athlete. You know, as to other cultures, are like, yo, you can count the money very well.
Hmm.
You be on cashier. You know what I mean? Like you do
It,
math. You know what I mean? Oh, you know. Oh shoot. Oh,
my
did
boy.
you? Oh, you clicked it already?
Yeah, my boy James Green from high school, man. He's dope dude. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. It's dope, man. Um, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
like it's just I think just for understanding what we have and what we need to do like in the future. Just but for my son, he loves sports right now, but it can only be a phase. So just understanding that I don't know. Whatever happens at this point, for me, yeah, I would love to push him. Hey, if he wants to go be a quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars in the next 20 years after Trevor Lawrence, who knows? Maybe it can happen. I don't know. But uh, I'm not going to force him to do that if he doesn't choose to do. But what I will do is steer him in a direction to where, hey, son, avoid the potholes and the mistakes that I had. So stay disciplined, stay focused. Certain lessons that sports that do come from sports, that could be applied out here in the real world. So, if you got to get up and train and let's say Tom Brady eats what the avocado ice cream and does the pliability and all that stuff. Like
I
to
got I
be
got some avocados and I made it into ice cream. It's funny.
yeah, bro. I'm not knocking it, but hey, that's some sort of discipline to eat and to train that way, the same way
Mm,
the way that he does. So having a certain regimen and getting up and doing things when you don't want to do them. That's called discipline. That's called having
mm,
a sense of self control to defeat your mind and force yourself to say, hey, this is what I have to do.
this is
So
what I have to do.
yeah, man. So I think some of those things are really beneficial and for long term for my son. I just know that I can. It's only a certain portion that my wife can teach him, but it's upon me to teach him how to be a man and certain kind of
Cause it
getting to
falls
how
on you.
right, right. So
It falls
getting
on you.
to my story a little bit. My dad really wasn't super active teaching me things, but I still learned enough and I learned from osmosis from other people or just watching, observing, and like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what I don't need to do. So it's kind of hard, but understanding like, hey, like I still want him to avoid some of the troubles and some of the pitfalls that I had. So it's kind of
Hmm.
like a steering direction.
Yeah. All right, guys. Um, Last but not least, old head season. Because
Ooh,
we're going a little bit over time tonight, but it's cool. I'll give us a extra 15 maybe. Um, our old head stage, and I feel like I'm touching that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
nah, bro. How
I'm
old are
not,
you? What's that?
I'm not really. I'm just saying like I feel like I'm touching it. I'm not saying that I'm touching it. I feel like I'm touching it because I would understand my old heads now. You know what I mean? My old heads are a little different. You know what I mean?
Define
They
an old head though. Define an old head. What's the age?
okay. Old head. Old head. Well, let's define the old head. The old head is the guy that worked, that that had all his boy seasons, and he's realizing that those seasons are dead and gone. He's accepted where he's at. And his place right now is the place of wisdom. He's the place of the magical Negro, I guess. You know what I mean? But he's that guy. He's the guy that he observes, and instead of seeing himself as the young man, he sees himself in a young man. So he has a lot of like to give back to that person because
Right.
you bring it forward. You don't really bring it back. You push it forward, and the people that are going forward are the young folks. So you want to give to that young person. That old head has wisdom, also knowledge, and also like he has his demeanor about him, and I feel it sometimes. I'm not there quite yet. What I'm saying, I'm only 35.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but like,
But
come on.
it depends on who you're talking to, though. So if you're talking to a cat that's like 17, um, yeah, you're considered an old head. I remember when I was in my master's program, and some of my sister, her godson, and his friends or whatnot. I mentored them a little bit, just kind of give them a little game, invited
Mm-hmm,
them over to the house, and they were starting their freshman year at FAM, and now I saw them a few weeks back, and I told them like, "Hey, man," and they look up to me like, "Hey, like, bro, appreciate all the knowledge and everything that you told us," and now I'm telling them now like, "Hey, you're what 22, 23 years old, 24, like the work is just starting and you're laying
mm-hmm,
your foundation now. So whenever you become, you start looking at marriage like 27, 28, 30
mm-hmm,
years old, 29, 30 years old, and you have a perspective of a woman, now that you can actually see like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I don't need to do, and
mm-hmm,
looking at them like, hey, it's starting to give me satisfaction because I saw them when they were 17, 18, 19 years old. And I'm like, geez, I'm looking at myself like I'm proud of these guys because they're they're the I would say generation, but there's like 10 years after me. But all in all, I'm just like I'm proud. It's a sense of pride because I understand, like, hey, this is where I was at a certain time and whatnot. I was struggling because you get out of college and you don't know where to go, but you just keep keep punching that clock. You keep putting in the time, and then once you start keep putting in that time, something's gonna break, something's gonna pop. And so you start establishing yourself more, getting out here in the world, understanding, hey, what the potholes, how to dodge them, and everything. And that's where people that I'm my age, I got an OG that I look up to. My dog Jay. We chop it up about a lot of stuff, and then and he gives me advice, certain things, and whether I agree or disagree or whatnot. All in all,
Hmm.
it's a certain type of a relationship that we have, to kind of transform me and understanding, like, hey, this is how I handle certain things. So, it's just at the end of the day, you have to know, where you're at in life, and it kind of depends on who you're talking to too. If you consider yourself to be an old head, or it just doesn't. I feel like it's relative, in a sense.
You remember OG at the hospital?
You talking about Kelvin,
Kelvin was he
bruh?
was OG for real. Kelvin, let me tell you, the game that Kelvin put me up on every chance he got a chance. Conrad, come here, let me talk to you, man. Hey man, let me tell you something, man. Don't let people know your business. Don't let nobody know your business. You got this. I don't know what happened. I was like, oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
You're just glad to get some wisdom from him. You know what I mean? Like Kelvin was a bowl of wisdom.
facts,
I,
facts.
oh, I love being around that
Bro,
guy.
it's
Uh,
experiences that they have that we just don't know.
huh?
They put us on game, but they could be putting us. You could be putting us on game, bro. Certain stuff that
Put
they
us
know.
on up
You
on
do.
game, and the thing is, it be some things that they'll see a mile away.
Mm-hmm. That you don't
They
see.
see a mile away, and we don't even see that thing. We just
Naive, green. It's like, huh? Huh? Where's the where? What is what?
yeah, we sit there, we sit there oblivious.
Facts. Just just looking like, bro, come on, man.
Like,
You just shake your head.
cause the thing is, we got that perplexity towards somebody younger too. Like, we'll
Hmm.
just be seeing something a mile away, like, y'all don't see that. Maybe I'm like, bro, do you not see what I see?
Bro, that's why I say it's relative. And it's relative to who you're speaking to. It gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be.
Mm.
Wow,
Well,
bro.
guys, I gotta wrap all this up into one because you got 4 seasons in life. Understand your 4 seasons. in in Acts, you see in the book of Acts, you see uh Paul asks Timothy to bring him his winter coat because we all got 4 seasons in our life. Every man has 4 seasons in life. You have your summer season, you have your spring season, you have your summer season, you have your fall, and you have your winter. Man, all I'm asking you while you are in your spring season, make sure you are preparing for your fall. Fall and when you prepare for your fall, your winter will be much greater. Um, so I say this to tell you right now, me and Spoon, we are in fall season. This is fall season for us, man. It's not quite cold. You know what I mean? It's still a little hot, but not quite cold.
It's Florida.
You know what I mean? We still got we can still pick from the harvest at this time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I'll say this, man, young man, when you are out there, I want y'all to make sure y'all doing everything in y'all spring. Water your plants, or allow the waterer to water the plants. I always bring it back to Jesus. Allow Him to guide you in these seasons.
Facts.
Um, I want to say this at the end of the show. Man, the past couple of days, I have been going through it. I've been, after getting baptized and getting back on my rededication to Christ. Even though, like, I never fell away, I was always saved. I got into the mode where sanctification started to play a big role. Um, Guys, understand Satan is on you 24/7, and if you
Around the
give him
clock.
an inch, he will take a mile. And I allow Satan to take a mile in my life recently, and I just want to say, man, you know, to Leanne, I'm sorry. To to my brothers that have been praying for me, I'm also sorry. But Lord, I want to ask for forgiveness. I'm telling y'all right now, you are not going to see. You're gonna see me in my Tim Tebow era right now, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I'm passing for some yards. I'm rushing, boy. I mean, I'm Tebow in the fourth quarter now, man. So hey, look, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all ain't gonna see a man like you see for real, like for real. You gonna see a renewed man for real. Spoon, what you got?
Bro, I will say this to all the young men out there. Um, you know, 25, you know, and under. This is my 3 tips in life. Um, Dedicate yourself to a skill. Have a skill, some type of skill, trade, something that you can lean back on, that you can always feed your family. Feed yourself, and if you have a family or whatever, you can use that skill no matter what. That's one. Two, save your money. Put your money away, save it, have some type of plan or budget to allow yourself to be like, hey, you know, Westside got $100 in his hand. I was teaching and it's crazy that I was teaching my son this earlier today. Even though he's 3 years old, I told him, hey, you have $71 in your blessing jar. 71 bucks. Think about it. If you have $35, you live on, you put 50% of it away. You put 36 in the savings account or whatever manner of savings in the shoebox. I don't care what it is. And you live off that $35. So that's two. Save your money, invest it. Find you something to invest in. Three, pray to God that He allows you to open your eyes to be able to choose the right woman. Choose the right woman. Black men, especially, we find ourselves trying to um, find our manhood through sex. It does not work like that. Manhood, you being a complete version of yourself, being the best version of yourself to offer to a woman is by dedication, some sort of discipline. You're not gonna fornicate your way and be like, hey, this is my way to manhood. And then with that, oftentimes you see in our community, children that don't have fathers in homes, or broken families, divorces, all sorts of things. So dedicate yourselves to those 3 things, and I feel like you will have optimal. It may not be the everything that you dreamed of or whatnot, but I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
at least God will grant you something. And I feel like for me, that's what was worked in my life. And so I'm here to spread the word and to just show the light, like, hey, this is what God has blessed me with. So I'm always thankful for that. So those 3 things, man, just stay disciplined.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, guys, that's the show, man. I want to thank everybody that came out. Mama Rose, love you to death. James, man, thank you for showing love, brother. Always, I'm pretty sure Mrs. Spoon is somewhere around, always liking the video.
She's at work
Um,
today, but she'll watch it later. Love you, baby.
okay. So to the gang, man, we appreciate you again. We got a lot of stuff coming up, man. Y'all don't understand, man. We haven't hit our stride yet. We have not hit our stride yet. Again, this episode 7. You know what I'm saying? Once we get the consistent time, oh boy, we're gonna be a dangerous duo. I'm telling you right now, y'all gonna
Kobe and
love.
Kobe and Shaq, MJ
Hey,
Scotty.
that's what we are. Kobe and Shaq.
Okay, all right, I can deal with that. I'm young.
We
Yeah.
Kobe and Shaq.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be
Cool.
the
Cool.
big fella.
That
And
worked.
I
That
just
worked.
want to
Nope.
I just want to say, Kobe, all you gotta do, pass me the ball. I'm down low. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jam it in. Yeah.
What did Kobe say? Ain't no I in team, but it's a me
It's
in that
me.
mother.
But it's me in that.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. But hey, that's a teaspoon of wisdom, man. Shortly, we'll be visiting other podcasts. We will be on the gentleman thug or gentle gangster.
I think Gangster Gentleman, something like that. I can't remember. I apologize if I butchered it, bro. But yeah.
Hey, look, we're gonna be on the show with our homie Dave. Um, Also, man, make sure you follow us on Instagram, man. We'll keep you posted with some stuff going on. Um, we have someone else running the Instagram right now. We have Mrs. Spoon running the Instagram. So, whatever she feels like posting, we gotta make sure we stay on that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep up with us. Also, merch. We ain't got merch yet, but one of these days we're gonna have merch.
It's
We're
coming,
gonna have
bro.
to figure out the design here soon,
It's coming, bro.
but
Be patient.
it's on the way. But hey, man, that's your boy. That's your boy Teaspoon over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Watch
And
UFC 300 tonight. UFC 300. It's fire. Sorry.
I will be watching it as well. It's gonna be on at my job. So,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm the boy West Side, and we out.
Peace.